Hello everyone, good day. So in the last class, I have explained you what is UI5 tooling, and we did a small application in our business application studio to show how we have utilized the UI5 tooling in our application. So in today's class, we are going to explore what is SAP UI5 demo kit and a small new SAP UI5 project using this uh, demo kit, and I'll show you how we can uh, use this to create a application. So you could see it's a official developer portal only. It was given by SAP just for us to explore, learn, and use SAP as a framework. So if you're starting from the scratch, you should think your demo kit as a wholesome where you can learn UI for Fiori. Okay, so this is the official link of the UI5 demo kit. Okay, so what will be there? What other things will be in our demo kit? So there will be some tabs where it will be as a home, maybe a front samples. I'll show you literally in the website. Controls, documentation, tools, else. So this API reference will show you all the UI5 libraries, classes, controls, methods, and properties. And there will be samples where you can see all the live interactive examples. Okay, and it is a editable code. You can edit there, and based on that you can copy paste in your development area. So your what are the UFI controls such as button table will be used, and a major content like the architecture, routing, and theming our CSS as well. Everything will be inbuilt given in the website. Okay. So coming to yes, these are the tabs I have used. Just keep in mind these tabs: API tabs, control samples tab, documentation. So we'll get into. So this is the UFI demo kit. So if you need to, you can SAP UFI demo. If you search, you'll get the first link. Okay. So this is the link, as I have mentioned. Okay. So, see, so the tabs, documentation, API tabs, samples, demo apps, where we can explore, you can learn whenever you have time, you can get into it. Before this, we'll start something from our um by creating a application, we learn how to use this demo kit. Okay, without going theoretically, if I go with some practical part, it will be easier for you. And I'm going to also show you how to use bootstrapping. Okay, we are going to learn here. Just bootstrapping. Okay, I'll explain what is that practical. So I'm going to create a new UIFI project. This was a previous project what we has created in our class. So based on that project, what we are going to do, we are going to just copy and we are going to paste. Okay. Okay, it was project one copy. So we can now say that the project is created. So we will go to the index.html file here. Okay. This index.html file. So we have to write JavaScript. Like first we will declare a script. So I'm going to add some script over this in HTML file. So that is within that we'll create some bootstrapping kind of things. So what we'll do, we'll start from the script tag. Okay. Within the header, I'm going to add script. Okay. I want to close this. Okay. I'm going to just add ID. Okay. First, we will have to declare an ID here. Just put ID. Within that, you can add SAP. SAP hyphen UI hyphen bootstrap. Okay. Within that, we are going to add bootstrap. Based on this ID, framework is going to understand that this application is being bootstrapped. Okay. So how we added this? Okay. This is the script we have added this. So we'll go to the demo kit and the documentation that I've shown you. Within the documentation, we can learn what else we can get to know the bootstrapping here. And if you see, if you search the CSS, you can see custom CSS here, and you can also see the code. Okay, you can not within the samples you can see the code. You can here see the coding part. Within that, you can easily copy paste over here, and you can just edit based on your client reference. Okay, so CSS is just the example. So we can simply use this predefined CSS class for all the colors we have used. So, and see, model view architecture, we haven't still learned about this architecture. So in the next class, before going into our technical part, I'll just show you the architecture of what is model view architecture here, so that you can easily understand. Okay. Okay. And also, we have to learn more about this views, XML views, everything. So once this bootstrapping and the basic UI5 tool, how to use SDK toolkit is over, we'll jump into that, and we will we'll start from we'll start from creating those things. Okay. So what we are going to use is, okay. Okay, right. Okay. So you can search anything over here. See, you can search anything, not only CSS. See, and also, okay, these are the major things we can using. And when you get into your samples, no, okay, samples API reference, so you can see n number of namespaces. We'll use all the namespaces here. Okay, how we'll use the see the namespace. There will be a name for this namespace. See you. SAP UI.code. This is a library. Within the library, there will be n number of classes used. See, it's a module. It's a API module, and this is there are some message object. These are the module, and utils is a library. So utils is a library. Within that filter is a module. Within the filter, there are filter and filter expression filter are. And see, there are many libraries used. We will use a SAP have a common library. See, within that, there will be many model where generic model used. Okay, these are the library. Within that, there will be some modules. See, library. This we'll be using frequently SAP UI5.UI.code. And coming to samples, you can just explore many samples, many things. See, there are some icons used. See, feed input. If you get into the feed input, okay, just click. You'll also see, we are also getting some description. So this sample shows a standalone feed input with different settings. So what you can do, you can just, you can use the give enter. See, just said new fill. That there are some different kind of things, right? So you can also see the code here, okay, source code. And what you can do is you can also edit something, okay. See here, you can edit anything. I'll show you in come into label. Okay, label with inputs. Go into the source code. They have used label a name. I'm going to use learn UI5. Okay, you could see learn it. So as a real-time developer, what you can do is you can copy paste this code. You need not to memorize everything. You can copy paste, and if you need a label, what you can do, you can just give Control C and you can paste in a business application studio to learn about to use the label. Okay, but you need to understand what's in. See, here they have used SAP SAP Core, SAP UI. These are library, but you should know why they have used layout, why they have used SAP why it is in this structure. Okay, if you know HTML only, you will understand this structure. Okay, if you know where library is there, you can understand this. So that's why we are saying you should go from this guy. See, still, okay, we'll search something called button. So we are going to explore, first we are going to explore this SDK and we'll take one example from this SDK and we'll implement in our business application studio and we'll run our application to get a overview. Okay. So what is it? Here is the button. Okay. See the button. See, there is a default button. You're getting some dialog box and we give accept it. We give reject button. Okay. Here, so code. You could see there is a view, there is a controller, there is a manifest.json code, everything. Okay. So what here you could see, they have used a library, SAP core, everything, and and in the view they have added a toolbar. See, within the customer there is a toolbar, there is a sub toolbar, everything. Okay. They've just given in the view. So when you get into controller.js, you can see our JavaScript code. See, we have used no variable, keyword, and within that defining name, and they have defined a function called controller.extend, and within a curly brace, they have write a event handler on press. So this is the kind how they're how they are using JavaScript code over the application. You can just copy paste and you can just use the button there. Okay, but even though you should understand what they are using. See, there is a bar. Okay, okay. Please, whenever you have time, you can go to. We will be using many lists in the application while you're working in the company. You'll be using many lists in the application. There will be much data, so at that time you'll be using uh, a number of this is the table. Okay, table columns. There are as this UI5 provides us many interactive many upcoming tables. See, you can see tables, merge cells tables, multi-select table, strict layout, and there are some smart tables too. I have a smart table. It will be very interesting when you get into it. See, there are very much user and also barcode scanner. See, barcode scanner is being used here. You can use this barcode scanner. Okay. See the camera. Okay, it will be started. Just for example, okay, and segmented button. Many things are being there. Just go through each and every icons used here to be familiar with the UI5 development. And also they are providing a wholesome of application. You can see there is a demo kit, demo ads. Just go into the shopping cart, open app. You could see a whole application like e-commerce website like our Amazon Flipkart. So you can see just by clicking this, we'll get into this, and there is a add to cart function, and there is a price for each one, specs for as a e-commerce website it is there, and there's a see all are here, and coming to this is a example for e-commerce website. So when we come into our see there are a team calendar within the organization. If you need anything, you can get into the team calendar. See, we can. There are many specifications. If we speak about SDK, we'll be speaking over it. As there are many things, we'll always get here and we'll always learn new things. Okay, so okay, so I'll just say what else we can explore and where else we can explore. You can start from that. So coming to resources, so check out the resources. Here are the resources. See, this is the UI5 tooling. What we have learned. NPM. You remember, no? Okay. NPM we have used SAP UI5 CLI everything. So these are the resources they are provided. So it is a one-stop destination where you can see UI5 theme designer. This is what we have learned about the CSS. Okay, CSS everything. Okay, just we can use this. Okay. Okay, then I'll just now come to this example. This is example we for this bootstrapping kind of thing. Okay, just I have sorry, I need to inform you one thing. Okay, okay, in the home, in the samples, you will have a in the sample. There will be a walkthrough. See, walkthrough tutorial. Okay, see walkthrough tutorial. My corporate training starts with this walkthrough tutorial only, which is a see read me first a walkthrough tutorial where we can learn from the start, like it's a ABCD kind of thing. So this is the example we are going to use. See, this is a bootstrapping. Why we use bootstrapping is it is the first. Why I'm teaching this first, because this is the first step load and initialize our application. So the process of loading and initializing SAP UFI is called bootstrapping. On bootstrapping, we can simply display an alert and everything. So it's the first point of loading and initializing. So here you could see just hello world message and it is showing UFI is ready. So you can just copy paste this code that to get. But even though I'll code myself and show how the code is running. Okay. You don't need to remember much. As we have the SDK toolkit, we can just use that. Uh, we can just utilize. Okay. So, okay. Now we will. Okay. So we'll start with the bootstrapping here. Okay. So what we are going to add is first. What we are going to add is we are going to add our UI5 um, so we have to declare a script, and the script should have an ID of the UI5 bootstrap. Okay, and also we need to add our source. Okay, the source is nothing but our UI5 resources. Okay, HTTPS. Inbuilt you will be having this. You need not to worry. But even though I'm adding this because see, the resources will be inbuiltly taken from our toolkit. Okay, see resources the here they have mentioned code.js everything. So we are going to take the library to get clear understanding. Okay, ui5.com https ui5.sap sap.com. Get into our resources. Within that, what you need is SAP hyphen UI hyphen o.js. Okay. So when you click this link, okay, when you click this link, so this or is you could see this is a framework where your every sort of element. See, these all of the frameworks you can use it. See, please just use this. See, college, everything, every method, every methodology is used. There are n number of multiple methodologies used. So we are going to fetch this from our framework. Okay. Okay. So JavaScript tagging in order for the web page to be created, okay, in order to get a web page, uh, uh, we need to refer the JavaScript source using a script src, okay. See, which is which is equal to our JavaScript code. So just we can use script of just to add that like we are using JavaScript, and we have used this UI as it is a UI5 application. We have to load the particular functions to make the website interactive. At that period of time, we'll use JavaScript as I have informed earlier. Okay. If you want to refer function, what we have to include? So in our case, we are including SAP UI5 framework to use the function associated with this. See, you could see this framework. So how to use function, we'll see as a later point of time. So we don't need to mix everything in this, but now we are going to see what is bootstrapping in SAP UI5. Okay, so initializing an SAP UI5 application, we are using bootstrap as I have explained, in our see, in our toolkit to initialize an application, we are using bootstrap. Okay, so how what are the methods to use bootstrap over here? Okay, if we include a number of other properties to the application, to our current application, so in order to declare the properties of the application, we need some more declaration. So the declarations of the data we need. Okay, what else we need is just I'll add and I'll explain. Okay, just we need to add data hyphen s. We need not to worry, because if you create a application from the if we create application from the template given by UI5, you need not to worry, everything will be inbuiltly given. So what we are going to do, SAP hyphen or SAP underscore horizon. Okay, this is the way we are declaring UI5 theme. Okay, so data hyphen SAP hyphen UI hyphen async equal to true. Okay. So also I'm going to add something called hyphen SAP hyphen SAPM dot library. Okay, before getting here, we'll get into our I have shown no SAPM SAP dot M. This is SAPM dot library. Okay. See, the namespace is UI and the library is SAP.m. You can see many fields, SAPM dot support, everything. Okay. Okay. So what I'm going to add is I'm going to add a library SAP hyphen UI hyphen libs. This is the methodology to add library, and within that I'm going to add a SAP.m library. Okay, within where we can uh, use all the, so we'll see what are in SAP. The action list item or an SAP, action title, action TEC. These are the model. Within that, there will be controllers. This is the important library, okay? SAP.m. See, there are radio buttons, selectors, everything. See, there are labels, action, message box. Okay, message box. See, there is a message box, message item here, group element. There will be constructor for each. So how we will be using ID, how the properties will be used, see email property, and how the default value should be, and how it is aggregated, how it is extended to another property, another integration. So what are the event handling function we can handle here? So everything will be here. See events. What are the event handling function? So there is a formatted like a kind of event handling function here. When we are, so we'll use a button here. So I'm going to use a button in our application. So coming to button, okay. So coming to button, so we are going to use now. So I'm going to just use this. So by when user triggers, so this is the common thing we know about a button. So what we are going to use under button, I'm going to just see all the methodologies here. See SAP button, uh, class name, everything. These classes are at the same level. In this class, only the properties exist, but the class is inherited from other SAP code. Okay. Mm, okay. You could see here what are the superclass will be used and what are the methodologies will be used, how it extends, and what are the properties are there. It will be very vast when you see for the first time, and when you use in your application, when you get a clear idea, no, you will be familiar with that. Okay, so no need to worry about this at this point. Okay, so okay, so I'm also going to take the referral from our walkthrough. Okay, what I'm going to do, data, how to take that. I have shown you walkthrough. From there, I'm going to on unit. Okay, within that module, we'll just total module UI5. Within that walk through, what we are going to do is we are going to take this walkthrough. Okay, walkthrough here. We are going to take this walkthrough. So I'm giving that path. What I'm giving the path there, within my module, go into my UI5 website, and within that go to my walkthrough and just get my index. Okay, so okay, data. Uh, SAP hyphen UI hyphen resource. Oh, so we should give hyphen. Resource roots will be within the curly brace. You should define best practice is to declare the namespace. Okay, within the curly brace, within what else function you need to add must be declared here. Give a curly brace, just give enter. Okay, I'll give you the best practice. Okay, from the basic. Okay, but now I do walk through in the namespace where I will be giving namespace directly. So how we will giving the namespaces here? Just mention UI5 hyphen walkthrough walkthrough. Okay, UI5 hyphen walkthrough to colon. So whenever the application encounters UI, we walk through it, you can assume the index.html. Okay, whenever we are telling no. So inside the UI file, it means we are saying just go through this. whenever dot slash we are giving the index point as here. So how we use index.html file? Like that we are telling the system execute the index.html file, which should be loaded from the framework or initialize once the framework is loaded. Once the framework is loaded, there is something called a init callback function. Okay, I'll tell you more about it later on, but now we'll understand when the framework is finished, we are telling the system to execute the index.js file. So we are going to name index.js file a new file over here. Okay, just give new file and we'll give index.js. Okay, uh, uh, let us give a minute to create. Okay, index.js file. So it's created. So within the body tag, we'll take this div tag. We'll remove this div tag. I'm going to add some within the body tag. I'm going to add some ID for myself. Just put content. Okay. Any content. We'll name something like ABC. So, do you remember in the HTML application creation, we have placed some control inside the HTML element. No? For that purpose, we are giving some ID everywhere. Okay. So ID is given. What I'm going to give? I'm going to give class. Within the class, I'm going to give SAP UI body. Okay. Oh, sorry. We should give the correctly. Capital U is used. Okay. Okay. So without this class, we have seen predefined classes, right, in the API references. So I'll show you. So if you go to the documentation, if you go to the documentation, if you go to the search, if you go to CSS, go to documentation, search CSS. These are predefined classes. Okay. Within that predefined custom, you can see the custom CSS theme and color script. See, class is equal to my demo tree, like that. So we are using SAP UI body. Okay, this is the class I have been. I'm showing you. So here they have used this. Okay, class name, like that. We are using this. Okay, coming back to the class name, I have used SAP of the body. Then I'm simply giving the name. Okay. So for the SAP framework to load underscore horizon theme, this horizon underscore theme, SAP horizon underscore theme, we need something like this is SAP UI body. So and coming to index.js, okay, we are going to write some script over here, script project. So this is a complex, you don't need to worry much about it. You will have to practice the syntax, okay. So from the start, you should give SAP SAP dot wait. Wait, I don't know why it is directly taking this. SAP dot. Okay, give me a minute. Okay. Okay. So, and inside this index.js, we are going to use something called asynchronous module definition syntax. Okay. This is the best practice to start with. What is the one? This is a complex one, and this is the best practice to start with the syntax. So, okay, this is the methodology we have been used. Okay. So, we are going to declare basically this method takes in two parameters. The first parameter is within the phrases here. The first parameter is array and the second is callback function or a function. So how to do? Function will be declared within this. Okay. So okay, second will be the callback function I have seen, and so array comma function. Okay. So how we can mention is within that give another function over here. Okay. So inside the array, we are going to use sap.text.control. Okay. So how we can use this? Give a double comma and give sap slash m slash text. This is how we should declare available as importing parameter. Okay, it will be importing parameter to this callback function. So how to this callback function? Oh, so we will import this here. Okay, getting no? Then this text will be available. So within this, okay, text, we have mentioned the text. Mm, Easy identification, this control is associated with this importing parameter. Okay, so how this is how we'll be able to identify the text as sap.m.text inside our code. So this is how, okay, this is how everything, okay, within the curly brace. Yeah, okay, just okay. So here we are going to use something called use script. Within the script, how you should use now? Give it use script. Okay, use script. This is I'll tell you later point what it is now. And then in order to initiate a control, we do have need to create we do have need to do a new text, okay, to initialize. So what we are going to do, to instantiate a control, we are going to add variable new text. Okay, okay, to instantiate. So we are going to name this as a new name with old text equal to new, the same function, the callback function where we have called here this function. Okay, text, this function is called here. Okay, getting? So okay, so sap.m.text, instead of writing new text, if we go to API reference, okay, and sap.m.text. Okay, how we are using sap.m.text. Oh, going to API reference, sorry, m.give text. Okay, you could see no here text. So if you go to constructor, go to get into the constructor. Inside that, we could see ID settings. So inside the text, we can give ID and then settings. So this is how we should use this SDK. So if you can choose to ignore or else give ID for this. So what we need to use ID and settings. Okay, come into your application. So anything is fine. So we will give ID for now. Okay, I'm going to give any ID you can give. It's up to your naming convention. I'm going to give ID 1. Next, I'm going to give a curly brace to declare some functions over here. Okay, it has n number of properties. You can see no properties. It has n number of properties. See, max lines, text align, wrapping, everything. So these are all the properties. Here is a text property. So see, so we'll use what we are planning to use. We are planning to use a text property over there. Okay, see, I'm going to use text property over there. So how to this text property we are going to use. Okay, so how we will use the text property there? Just give text, it will understand we are using a text property. So how to write properties inside an object? By using dot colon symbol. Okay, give colon symbol, and within that give sample example. Okay, example, anything like, just I'm going to display this example control. Okay, example control, and this is done by getting the properties. So we are going to, this text should be placed inside this ABC. This text should be placed inside our, wait, will let. So what I'm going to use, place, I'm going to use place add. Okay, place add. Okay. So I'm going to plan, okay, within that, within this, I'm going to give some ABC function. What we have given in our index.html. This ID. Okay, I'm going to give ABC. So I'll again show what is place it now. Okay. So get into here. Okay. So if you press Control F now here, and give place. Place. Okay, see place it. So this is the place set which is borrowed from SAP. You have a control class. Okay. See, SAP UI5 control class. It is see, it is borrowed from there. SAP have a control class. We can use this borrowed method as well. Not only the native methods, we can also use the text direction. Everything we can use over here. So to place the XYZ text over here. Okay. Okay, we are using this. So as of now, we are done with the coding. You need not to save this because it is already included. You need not to save anything. You can just even if you have written any code, there could be some errors. We'll resolve them when we are explain. If there is any open integration, okay, any errors, we'll look into it. Don't get worry of getting errors. Okay, okay, okay. So as of now, coding part this time, what we are going to do is npm start. Okay, we are going to give npm start. Give just enter. Open a new tab. Okay, you could see the code here. You could see a different manifest.json over here. Okay, we'll inspect. Here we're getting some code we are not getting our output, so we'll check. Okay. Just so fail to execute the model. It is giving fail to execute the model. DOM ID ABC not found in the page. Okay. To insert content, they are saying to insert content, use this. Okay. Okay. So okay, we'll get into our code. Okay. So so we are getting some error over here, right? Last time. So see. So we are getting some error, and here, just if you're getting error, don't be panic. Just give inspect over here and get into your console and see uncaught error failed to load your module ABC not found. So you're getting here and ABC. Okay, just give index. We have basic correct. Okay. So here, see, just you're given space. Remove that space. Give control. No need to save. Sorry. So just refresh. Okay, sample control, simple sample control we are getting. So this will be like this getting error is a good learning part. We can debug our application effectively. Look at that's it. So this is the way of initializing a application. We can also identify the issues over here, and we can also uh, get to know how to debug an application. So this is how the bootstrapping is done. So we'll learn more about upcoming class. So overall bootstrapping, you can also get here, and you can see how bootstrapping they have done. Okay. So our kind of bootstrapping is this. We have mentioned this, and we have also within the script. Okay. See, within the script. So we have given this and all. You have a walkthrough. You have seen, no? We have hard coded it. Just we can use copy paste this for the best practice. I have hard coded and showed you. Okay. So we can also use this also if you need. Okay. If it is fine for you, I can just copy paste this and show you over here. Okay. And show you over here. Okay. Wi-Fi is ready. And then we'll check our code. Is anything is missing over here? So div tag hello world. Yeah, they have given only div tag. So what we are going to do is we're also just going to do that just for your. I will always code over here, but for your thing. So just refresh your application. Okay, you got no hello world and it is ready. It's simple. So without having a great knowledge, we say begin give. Okay. So overall, this is the application and our bootstrapping is done. Our kind of own code is also done. Just I'll wind up with my own code. Okay. Just give control Z and here also give control Z. Okay. That will be at a good pace. Okay. So I think overall you understood what are the how to use the SDK, and we're also done with the bootstrap. So try practicing over it, you'll get over. Okay. So thank you.